right, we back. You put on Instagram, you said, it's time to pick a side, God versus whoever. And being with God doesn't mean you have to be perfect. You just have to be willing to change. Man, what made you put that on there? And what you mean by it?
Oh, man, I see a lot of people talk God, but, not really living it, expressing it for us, the people, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
I used to think, people give you the concept when you're dealing with God, you're perfect, in a sense. If you just do something wrong, you be punished, things like that. But I tell people, man, you just got to be willing to change. You know what I'm saying? I believe in God, but I'm not perfect.
Right.
It's an everyday struggle for me, too. So it's a growing process, it's a learning process as we go along. And I just tell people, man, if you got to pick a side. Either you hot or you cold.
Right.
There's going to be some ups and downs in there, you know what I'm saying? But you just got to keep on pushing on with it. You know what I'm saying? And it's time to really take that mindset and go with it. My problem is I used to think I try to get 100% approval from people. That's not going to work.
Right.
Everybody not going to go along with what you're doing. And it's going to be some of the closest people to you who disagree with you.
Oh, for sure.
But you know if God got you on a mission, you need to stick to it and run with it.
Right.
Yeah.
So, Fred, man, you talk a lot about God, man. How strong is your faith? How strong is it?
This is how strong I tell you my faith is. A lot of people say you having faith. They say they believe. I done jumped from the believe part to I know.
Yeah.
I know. I'm just not a believer no more. I know now because it's proven.
Right.
He showed me what he gonna do for me.
Right. I know what my God gonna do.
I know now.
Right.
I don't have to worry about what people say no more. I don't need people to give me their approval anymore. I know.
So, like you just said, you went from believe to I know. So when did you realize? Like, what made you realize I don't believe no more? I know. It's a definite. I know.
Because certain incidents that occurred in my life, it couldn't be nothing but God. Couldn't be nothing but God. And and like I said, you'll get that verse in your ear. The verse I was hearing was, "Who do you trust?
Right.
Who do you believe?" At your darkest moments when you want to do things, may not be ethical, may not be right. For me, the verse come to me. Who do you believe? And I know for myself now who it is. And what it is.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. Another thing I seen by strolling through your social media, one of your favorite Bible verses is Proverbs 22, verse 6.
Was what I got a lot of.
It says, train up a child in the way he should go. You already spoke about it earlier.
Oh yeah, man. Train up a child. So as a child, that's what I tell people. If a kid sees something, do something, they soaking it all in. As a child, they soaking it in.
Right.
How do you expect a child to do anything different from what they're being taught? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
How you expect that? How? How do you expect it? It should be common sense. If I train a child to be a certain person, to go a certain way, I shouldn't expect nothing from that child but
nothing less.
That's why when we were talking about the racism part, if a white person or even a black person, if you train from a child not to like the other race, what do you think they're going to do?
Right.
Now, as an adult, you have the ability to choose right from wrong. That's where the change come in at.
Right.
But to train up a child.
So what draws you to that verse so much? Because, like I said, you referenced the verse plenty of times earlier, and I see you speak about it a lot. So, like, what draws you to that particular verse? Is it because you being a leader and working with the youth? Yes.
And I see my impact on certain kids that people call bad. I've tried different scenarios on them, and I've seen where things work if you implement certain things in these kids.
In the kids. So why do you care about helping people so much, Fred? Like, why do you care?
I believe I was born with it because my mother, man, my whole life, like I said, most of the time I grew up in the Carrollton area as a child. Mm-hmm. My mom, all I ever said to do was help people. And the love, it was just a love thing.
So it goes back to the verse you just said, train up a child, and that's the way you was trained.
That's right.
Regardless if it was you actually doing or seeing, training is both.
That's right.
Because I'm gonna imitate what I see.
I'm gonna imitate what I'm seeing. I'm a sponge. I'm gonna soak it in.
That's it.
And that's like a lot of kids I talk to at the youth study when you ask them about the father. A lot of kids say negative things about their father.
Right.
And I started to see what the mother said about the father. So
impacts the kid.
That impacts the kid. And my mama right there. She's my kid. But I have never, man, I promise, in my life, I have never heard my mama say nothing negative about my dad.
Right.
So even though I grew up with a lot of kids that said negative things about their dad, now I didn't grow up in a household with my dad. Mm-hmm. I wanted to say the same things that my friends were saying because I was really living the same reality they were.
But you wasn't inside the household. You wasn't getting that.
I wasn't getting that. The only thing I ever heard my mama say about my dad was he wanted this cake and he ate it too.
That's it.
That's it. That's it.
Right.
Listen, bro. I promise you.
At halftime, you didn't even know what that meant.
No, I didn't. Not as a no child.
Right.
Bro, I promise you. I wanted to, in a sense, I wanted to dislike my dad in a sense because, like I say, growing up in that environment, you gonna soak up what you going through.
Right. Right.
Man, I'm telling you, and this goes to all the mothers out there. What you say about your baby's father will impact your child.
Definitely will.
It's going to impact the child. Man,
Definitely
I have never heard my mama say nothing bad about my dad. But that saying that he wanted cake and
eat it too.
That was it.
And you said, dang, my shit, we got nothing but cake in the kitchen. Why dad ain't come to eat it?
Yeah,
That's what she was talking about.
No, that wasn't what she was talking about.
All right, man. So, man, it's crazy we shooting this interview, man. And you know, like I said, you're a leader, you're a voice of the hood. You know, you want to help people. You got the helping spirit. So with the incident that just happened the other day, I'm not going to give out specifics, but it was two guys who were friends. Mm-hmm. And there was a problem between the two, right?
Yeah. One
went to the other house and a fight broke out. And one of them wound up killing the other one. Two friends, close friends.
I was close.
And it's about to be a balloon release actually today for the one that died. What is the one thing that you could tell somebody to like ease their mind who has a problem with somebody else or wanting to go confront somebody else? Like, man, he shouldn't have did or she shouldn't have did. And they planning on going, like when they get there and see him, man, it's going down on sight, straight violence. What would you tell that person if they were sitting right here next to you right now?
Like I said,
and they venting to you, man, they did this, he did this.
Like we talked about earlier, but the communication,
right,
is key. And I'm quite sure, even with that situation, it was something or someone in the middle. Mm-hmm. With talking going on. You know what I'm saying? Something occurred, and it's troubling me because I'm close to both of them. You know
both of them. They was friends. They from around here.
Yeah, all us be together. You know, at least 3-4 times out the week. And man, it depressed me. I've been down ever since. But even in bad situations, you can pull some good out of it.
It's always some good.
I would say to the up and coming generations, man, you got to look at situations like that and never get yourself put in those type of predicaments, man.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's a lot that goes along with it. I can say that situation may have not just happened that day. It can be some things that have been brewed up for a long period of time.
Right.
And man, I can say, bro, even though that situation happened, I can say I know they had love for each other. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes we get into situations, it's just like talking. You can never take that word back.
Right,
it's
right.
like pulling the trigger. You can never take that bullet back, man.
Right.
And it's a sad situation, but it makes me, by being so close to me, it makes me know that, like I said again about God, He gonna put blocks in your life. He gonna put situations in your life. It's gonna hurt you, but it's gonna help you with your mission.
Right.
And this so close to me, and if this don't help me with my mission, nothing else will.
Right, right.
And that's one of the main things I'm against. You know what I'm saying? So I just, I had my me time with God about it. And He showed me what He wanted me to do from the situation. Everybody can learn from it.
Right.
It's just a bad situation all the way around, bro.
All right. So pretty much communication.
Communication.
Cool down.
Cool. That's right.
Don't act.
Whenever you have situations like that, man, make sure you have a third or fourth party. Because I can, from what I'm hearing about it, it was just them two. So if you have a third or fourth party, you'll have somebody to
hold on.
Stop. Right. Because I don't believe if they was in this area here, I don't care who it is. I love Shrewsbury, bro. Somebody would have gotten in the middle of that.
In the middle of it.
It wouldn't have went that far.
Right. Okay. All right. Well, we're going to get off of that one because, like I said, that one that touch home is so recent. You know what I'm saying? So we're going to get on a high note, have a little fun with it real quick. Man, we got a little rapid fire question, a little this or that. I don't want you to think about it. When I spit them out, it's either this one or that one. Which one you going with? All right? Cash money or no limit?
Cash money.
Yeah. Wayne or Jay-Z?
Wayne.
LeBron or Jordan?
Jordan.
Nicki or Cardi?
Nicki.
Michael Jackson or Prince?
Michael Jackson.
Flats or legs?
Flats.
There we go. Apple or Android?
Apple.
Nike or Adidas?
Nike.
Money or time?
Time is money.
So which one you want? You
Time.
got time?
Time.
Opportunity or success?
Give me the opportunity and then I get success.
All right. Words or action?
Action.
All truth or a little white lie?
Give me all the truth, man.
All the truth. Even if it hurt.
Even if it hurt.
So that was a little bit of fun, man. Well, in closing, I got this last question for you. If you never talked to anyone else, you never did anything else, never posted nothing else on social media, and this interview was the only evidence left of you, the last thing you could say was 3 things that you know to be true that you'll tell someone out there. 3 things that you know to be true. If this was it. This the last interview, the last piece of anything you got to put out there. They take everything else away. No more Fred Brooks. And this all they got. What would be 3 things that you'll say to the people that you know to be true?
I know to be true. Number 1, God is real. That's the first thing. And you need Him in your life. Number 2, whoever know me, whoever I ever been around impacting in life, the love I had, I don't recall myself having like being disliked or something like that. The love I had for people was genuine, and everything I ever did, I did it from the heart, did it out of love. Number 3, I hope we all can make it in.
I hope we all can make it in.
Yeah.
And make it to them pearly gates.
Make it to the pearly gates, bro. That's the 3 things I leave with people right there.
Is that God is real?
God is real.
Anything you ever did it was Totally out of love.
Totally out of love. Never did nothing to hurt nobody.
And you hope everybody.
I apologize.
You apologize on camera.
I did. Yeah. And I hope we all make it in.
I hope we all make it to the pearly gates.
We train that, train again.
There we go.
That the hereafter. And if it's real, I want it.
Right.
And I hope we all gonna make it in.
That's it, man. Well, Fred, I wanted to tell you thank you, man. Big ups to you. I'm proud of you. Keep going. Keep doing what you're doing, brother. And thank you for being number one on the CEO Talk.
Yeah, cool. Thank you.